Swing! Can y'all hear me? I had to reconnect my mic, so please let me know immediately if you can't hear me or if the sound is low or whatever the case may be. Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for being here. Look at me. Am I on time? Pretty much on time. Look at me go. Hello, everybody. We're going to go as long as we can today. Oh, let me take this pinned comment down because we don't need that anymore. There we go. Wendy, crazy cat lady. So excited. Yummy Poo. Good to see you. So excited, even if you're going live. Oh, my audio's bad. Hold on, guys. Okay. Hold on. Let me go real time in the comments and you guys can tell me if it sounds any better. Abort new mic. Abort. Is it better? Much better? Much better? Oh, Lord have mercy. Sorry about that. And there I was patting myself on the back. Okay. Let me just tighten it up a little bit. Oh, crap. Hold on. Goes this way. It's perfect. It's better. Lord have mercy. Sorry about that. Whew, now I'm hot. After the support group meeting went off, I had some merch orders I had to do real quick and get shipped out. And I've been sweating. Mic stand looks great. Thank you, babe. I love it so much. I appreciate you. So much better. Thank God. Holy crap. Oh, wait. Why did I turn my camera off? In such a panic, I turned my camera off. There we are. Lord have mercy. Okay. So, yeah, I broke a sweat getting those merch orders done before I went live. But it's fine. We're here now. Hey, Tazdi. I see you. You look beautiful, not sweaty or greasy. Thank you, Yummy Poo. Yummy, you kill me. I be seeing where you be lurking in the evening hours and the things you be saying. Lisa Simpson, thank you for the swords. Teddy Pig, Spicy Bean Juice. Hello, Keeper of Fall Secrets. Oh, thank you. You're so sweet. Okay, I went back up to the top, but then I lost it. But I do want to say thank you to Teddy Pig for joining memberships. Teddy Pig, thank you so much. I don't know what membership tier you joined because it was so long ago and it doesn't show me. Either way about it, thank you for becoming a member, Teddy Pig. Fondue, Spiteful Bitch, Yabba and Sham, Skinty AF. I'm wearing my Girl Shut Up t-shirt today. And I think it's even more appropriate considering the piping hot tea that was spilled on the Twitter about 30 minutes ago. Have you seen? Have you heard? Apparently, according to Chris, somebody has called the Canadian Mounties on his ass. And he had a conversation with the police today. Somebody reported him. Somebody reported him claiming that he is attempting to extort his sister. Wow, I don't know. Whatever the hell it is that Chris still has left to drop on Frenchie, it must be really fucking good. It must be even worse than what we have already seen. Let me share screen. I do have Twitter pulled up. We'll look at the tweet ourselves. Here it is. Oops, sorry. It's right there. Just had a pretty long conversation with the police. Someone went to them to claim that I am extorting them. They made it very clear that if a person is contacting someone while requesting money in exchange for withholding something, they can be charged with extortion. Low and dirty, he says. Lord have mercy. What does that tell you? That tells me that whatever he's already exposed about her, what he has yet to expose to the community is 10 times worse than what we've already been told. Oh, Catherine, you were gifted a membership. Welcome. Thank you to whoever gifted that membership. Well, she quit paying the rent anyhow. That's true, Sase. They both admitted that she quit paying his rent as of last month. Lisa Simpson says, drop it, Chris. Beat the allegations and just drop what you got on her. I would. Be like, okay, well, I'm not extorting her anymore because bloop, bloop, here it goes. Mm-hmm. She's going to do everything she can to discredit him. Yep. Sounds like someone's seriously scared. Indeed. Calling the police on your own brother, Frenchie? That's not very mafia princess of you now, is it? No, it's not. Font says, but please don't drop her nudes, right? Hey, goodbye, Kyle. Lucy Goosey, do you think she put BBJ down sooner than 8 months? No, I believe BBJ was still alive in that clip that she showed, that little video that she showed in early November, but I don't think that BBJ was around much longer than that. I would bet money that it was the month sometime in the month of November that she put BBJ down. My question is, can anybody tell us when the cat was heard? Remember, people in her chat said that they heard a cat meow and she denied it. I would love to narrow down that time frame. That would be interesting. So I'm sure somebody out there has some sort of recollection about approximately when that occurred. I'd love to hear it. She turned on La Familia. You know she did. Of course she did. Hey, Catherine. Good to see you. Ophelia owns says, I'm sure it was within weeks. I agree. Oh, Camby says there's a clip of it we'll need to find. Yes, please. Somebody go find that clip. But I'd really like to know. I'd like to hear it. I'd also like to know when that occurred. You bet somebody tweeted it, I'm sure. I mean, I'll look around for it, but if anybody has it or stumbles upon it, please let me know. It was right around when her mom passed, spiteful bitch, that happened? Okay. She can dish out the shit on people, but can't handle it when it's done to her. She's such a pussy. Agreed. Okay. I'm going to share this tab instead, which is the thumbnail for today's stream, because I personally think this is some of my best work ever. The rise and fall of French fried fraud. Our hero exposed. God, that's a piece of work, ain't it? Is that what you're looking at? It is. Good. Okay. Slow Mama did a stream on the cat meow. Oh, really? Tweet T. Hey, Acid Girl Art. Hey, Bet Not Broken. Good to see you. What's that? What are the weird letters after your name? WN6IQ. Is that just something that YouTube put on there? I've always wondered. Sky Fairy, nice to see you. Priscilla. Janine, there's a clip of her meowing. She said it wasn't BBJ, and now we know it was. Okay, Priscilla says, I remember hearing it when her mom was still with us. She claimed she wasn't home. Okay. Let's see. Hey, Shane RK. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Oh, there you are, babe. Amazing. Babe, are you talking about my thumbnail? I love it. Thank you, Ophelia. That mouth gives me the heebie-jeebies. Yep. Making all that money and didn't put a dime into her mouth. Couldn't be bothered to pay a little bit of coin to get on the jab and drop some LBs. Lord have mercy. Thank you, Wicked Crafter. Thank you, babe. Hey, Cancer Warrior. Nice to see you. More cavities than a gold mine. As a girl art, that was a banger. I bet the time Gary said that BBJ went into retirement had to be near her passing. See, and I'm not really exactly sure when that was either. I never watched Frenchie. My wife and I were not viewers of the show. Present getting ready for the doctor, but will be listening as always. Thank you, babe. Hey, Bamboozled. She should have gotten the cat taxidermied weekend at BBJ's. The saddest part is Sam was the only one who loved BBJ and they were separated. Yeah, that is very sad. Okay, Caleb says, I'm a little confused about the cat meowing. Was the cat not supposed to be there then? No, the cat was not supposed to be there. That's the whole thing. She made up this big elaborate lie about who she was giving the cat to. This Amy Flowers. Supposedly Amy Flowers was her sister-in-law. And she told the community off top from day one that the cat was not going to be living with her. The cat was going to be with her sister-in-law and that she would be very well taken care of with her sister-in-law. So for them to hear the cat meow, What did Bet Not Broken say? Hold on. You took your jab today. You lost 92 lb so far. Excellent. Glad to hear it. Hey, Misanthropy. Nice to see you. She implied she was sleeping at the brother's house. Yeah, right. I'm gonna go stay the night at my brother's house and live stream from my brother's house. Big fat liar she is. Always has been. Hold on. Someone needed a palate expander. Yeah, it looks like she sucked her thumb. But what do I know? You know, she was high on hard stuff when she thought camming up with Shannon was a good idea. She'd have had to have been for real. Wasn't Amy Flowers disabled too? That was the story. Yes. We're gonna go over some of the bloop stream. I know my wife is gonna do that tomorrow night. Watch the bloop stream, but hey, we're gonna watch some of it here today too. I don't care. I love it. It said not thumb sucking poser. Kyle said, or nope, Kyle, we didn't know her dad was a nutter either. We know now. Isn't that funny though? It's been exposed now that Taz D's in chat. Taz D's the one who dropped the receipt on this. That it would have been sometime early 2024. Um, FFG told Taz D that her dad died shortly after her mom died and that she was secretly mourning them both because she didn't want the community to know because the community was, so feral, whatever. She killed her dad off in early 2024. Clearly, he's alive. There's Taz D. Hey, emotional support muffin. Okay, so look, we are going to hold on, wait. Let me go back over here. Oh, there it is. Where the hell is Hater Tater? See, that's what happens when you protect your identity as well as Hater Tater has. Nobody knows who Hater Tater is, so nobody can like ring them up and say, "Hey, you might want to come back." They're missing it all. I fear something's happened to Hater Tater because there's no way that Hater Tater is alive and well and just has not picked up, has not caught wind of what's going on. Anyway, shout out to Hater Tater. Share this tab instead. So this pinned tweet on Hater Tater's Twitter is I've looked at it. Okay, so wait, look, Hater Tater was last on Twitter October 7th. So they've not been gone that long. Anyway, this pinned tweet, how crazy is it that the pinned tweet on Hater Tater's Twitter has been there since November 20th, 2023. And I'm going to say, I'm pretty sure that BBJ passed in November of 2023, but I think so. Anyway, isn't that crazy? There are some things that Hater Tater says on here that are just so spot on. For example, this one within that thread, November 20th, 2023. I think BBJ is with her. Hater Tater was so right. Hold on. What is that, Lisa Simpson? Is it a different one? Okay, okay, thank you. Thank you. This is June 1st, 2024 from Hater Taters. Hold on, let me go over here real quick. From Hater Taters Twitter, June 1st, 2024. Do we have proof of life of BBJ? I believe a cat can be heard meowing in FFG's latest stream, meaning she must have been streaming from her sister-in-law's house again. What do you think? Could this be BBJ? Hold on, was this June of 2024? Oh my God, this might change everything. Let me catch up in the chat. Something's gone wonky here. Okay, hold on. Lisa. Hold on. Where's Lisa before that? You found it. Okay. Didn't Hater Tater mention the actual vet? Hater Tater has posted their pinned tweet is the vet records that they, what's the word? Translated to English. Okay.
I'm not even going to go over everything.
Hold on. Volume up. I'm going to move it up here. Okay, let's play this and listen. It's 15 seconds. Any chance Hater Tater is Chris? I don't think so. I don't know. Interesting. Tanya Smith. We'll have to go back and revisit that. Hey, Gilly Witch. Nice to see you.
Yada, yada, yada. All the things. You know what I mean? I'm not even going to go over everything. Animal abuser, cosplayer of religion. The list goes on.
I heard it. Did you? Let's play it again.
Yada, yada, yada. All the things. You know what I mean? I'm not even going to go over everything. Animal abuser, cosplayer of religion. The list goes on and on. Why the fuck do I have to care what happens to her? I certainly don't.
That's definitely a cat meowing.
And I'm not going to be a hypocrite and pretend like I do. Yada, yada, yada. All.
But this is June 1st, 2024. If that was a cat meowing and if that was BBJ, then BBJ was still alive in June of 2024. Missing Mimic, there would be no children there either. Any chance Hater Tater is Grift Gang? They're protecting FFG now, right? No. No. Vitamin Water. Hater Tater just disappeared. They're not protecting FFG. Most certainly not Grift Gang. I know, Lisa. You didn't hear anything, Freya's cat? What? Let's play it again. I got the volume all the way up. Do you have AirPods you could possibly put in? I know, Miss Ann, it does sound like. Okay, wait. Oh, Missing Mimic says outside like Syria kids. Okay, so no, because that's FFG talking. That's FFG talking. Chantel is not playing. Let's play it again. The Chantel video is not playing, so you wouldn't hear kids in Syria in this clip because she's got Chantel paused, doesn't she? Yes. Let's see.
Yada, yada, yada. All the things.
Yeah, Chantel is paused. Let me back up.
Yada, yada, yada. All the things. You know what I mean? I'm not even going to go over everything. Animal abuser, cosplayer of religion. The list goes on and on. Why the fuck do I have to care what happens to her? I certainly don't. And I'm not going to.
The first one doesn't totally sound like a meow. Like I could see the first one being kids maybe outside. But the second
be a
one,
hypocrite and pretend like I do. Yada, yada,
is that Frenchie streaming or someone restreaming her? No, this is Frenchie's stream.
yada. All the things. You know what I mean? I'm not even going to go over everything. Animal abuser, cosplayer of religion. The list goes on and on. Why the fuck do I have to care what happens to her? I certainly don't.
Freya says, I think she said it was a dog toy at the time. I've never heard a dog toy to sound like that. Summer says, vet papers from cremation for the urn should prove the date. Just show the vet receipts. That would answer it. Yeah, she's not going to show them. What? Okay, this is November of 2025. I would say, I don't know, even if that cat was alive a year and a half ago, she went on for too long lying. Hear the cat, and then Frenchie gets quieter because she looks away at whatever the noise was. Okay, Illyria, let's listen again. Listen for that. So Illyria says you hear the cat, and then Frenchie gets quieter because she looks away at whatever the noise was. Oh, crazy cat lady Stephanie, I'm sorry you didn't get the notification. Glad you're here now. She said she was visiting her dad. That was the excuse. Okay, so that was her excuse then. Let's listen again. Yes, Amy Flowers was supposed to be her sister-in-law.
Yada.
I mean, looking away as in Sleepy Mo, looking away as in moving her head away from wherever the mic was. I mean, the camera is not a factor in that. It would be the mic that she would be turning her head away from, looking, you know? Can you guys hear? Can you hear a change in my voice when I do that? When I look away? Marina says, I heard a meow. It would be crazy if she was visiting her dad and it wasn't BBJ. If BBJ was already passed, she could use this as proof of life. That's true. Oh, she says she smokes with her windows open. Okay. It still sounds like a cat, though.
Yada, yada, yada. All the.
You hear the change in my voice? Yeah. Okay, hold on.
Yada, yada, yada. All the things. You know what I mean? I'm not even going to go over everything. Animal abuser, cosplayer of religion. The list goes on and on. Why the fuck do I have to care what happens to her? I certainly don't. And I'm not going to be a hypocrite. And
I wouldn't say that I hear a change in the volume or anything. Okay.
Yada, yada, yada. All the things. You know what I mean? I'm not even going to go over everything. Animal abuser, cosplayer of religion. The list goes on and on. Why the fuck do I have to care what happens to her? I certainly don't. And I'm not going to be a hypocrite and pretend like I.
Okay, Callie's Bathroom
Yada,
Studio.
yada, yada.
Callie's Bathroom Studio says right after she says animal abuser and after she says fuck. Okay.
All the things. You know what I mean? I'm not even going to go over everything. Animal abuser, cosplayer of religion. The list goes on and on. Why the fuck do I have to care what happens
Oh, that's where when you hear the meow. Okay, yeah. Yeah.
to her? I certainly don't. And I'm not going to be a hypocrite and pretend like I do. Yada, yada, yada. All the things. You know what I mean? I'm not even going to go over everything. Animal abuser, cosplayer of religion. The list goes on and on. Why the fuck do I have to care what happens to her? I certainly do.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you for that, hater tater. But this is very interesting. I guess we'll never know when that cat actually passed. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Hold on. There we go. Look at this. It was summer, so she would have had the window open. Yeah. Could also be cats and heat outside. Yep, totally. All right. So anyway, let's go though to this pinned tweet. And we're going to look over the vet record and then we're going to go listen to the bloop stream and see what she has to say. Cautious observer, thank you so much for being a member for 5 months. So happy to be on the right side. Much love to you and Yaba. Back at you, girl. Much love to you as well. Thank you. And thank you for being a member for 5 months. All right, so this is November 20th, 2023. She says, as promised, the 5-page report FFG got from her vet about BBJ, fully translated and in one place. I believe FFG wasn't completely honest about BBJ's condition when she rescued her and made her sound worse than she was. This is the first 4 pages. Page 5 follows in a reply. Okay. Hold on. Sweet Rose says, I have a theory. She talked highly of her brother when they got BBJ, and noticed after a couple months, she stopped and talked shit about her brother. Made me think BBJ died then. Possibly. Yeah, no shit, Lisa. Possibly. Okay, so I don't know if you guys were in the support group or if you picked up on this, but Yaba asked Chris flat out, when did you first start coming to the internet putting the shits on your sister? And he said it was about a month after the BBJ rescue. And there is a screenshot from who was it? Oh yeah, yesterday. Chris himself put the put a screen recording of him talking to what Snifford, and that conversation took place in that conversation between Chris and Snifford took place, I believe, August 2024. And in that screen recording of those messages between the two of them, Chris says something to the effect of, I really don't want to have to do this. Oh, wait a minute. Let me stop sharing because I think it's in my DMs. I really don't want to have to do this. If she holds up her end of the bargain, then I won't have to. So it's not, where the hell did I put that? Hell. Hold on. Ugh, annoying. So Chris basically admits, there it is. Hold on. Oh, can I make that bigger? Okay. Share screen, image, this one. Okay. So this is from the see, it says you replied to Cliff. So he was talking, FFG's brother Chris was talking to um Gigi, the gaining ground, Cliff, Sniffy Cliffy, Toilet Baby, however you know him and love him, love to hate him, on Facebook. Anyway, here Chris says, yeah, exactly. It's a question of timing. I don't want to have to do this to my sister. If she keeps up her end of the bargain, I'm not going to. So there was a bargain, there was an agreement. And I mean, what end of the bargain, what agreement could there have been that Frenchie was not keeping up? Money. And Frenchie even said herself in her bullshit ass apology stream the other night, money is at the root of all of this. Hey, Pat Ray, good to see you. Glad you could be here. Miss Ann says, plot twist. After BBJ passed, she got herself one of those furless cats like Dr. Evil. Gross. Kelly's Bathroom Studio, thank you so much for being a member for 24 months forever. Basic Betty, you shall be. Is your past live where Chris answers questions still up? Yes, it is. As a matter of fact, I linked it in Yaba's chat the other day. And I'll go find it. Hold on. I will put the link to it in chat. Don't go running off and watching it right now. Watch it later, but let me see. It is Oh, it's actually the one where we reviewed the bloop stream the first time. It's titled Bloop, Where is BBJ? And live Q&A with Chris, FFG's brother. Don't fuck with cats, French fry girl. And in the description of that one, I put some timestamps. So I'll put that in the chat for you guys. First bloop review and Q&A with Chris. All right. They both knew it was illegal. They did. That is why Chris was so mad that Frenchie told the internet that it was him who was the one who knocked on the door and got the cat. He was furious that she outed him for being the one. And it's because, yeah, he knew what they were doing was illegal. Hold on. Jen Exodus says, I emailed her in January of 2024 when my cat was dying and hoped she could share what led to BBJ's new vitality. She didn't know the name of it and not have cared less. Holy crap. Not shocked. That tracks. That sounds about right, doesn't it? Yeah, because it was illegal as fuck. I find it hilarious that Frenchie would call the police on her brother and report him for extorting her when this all revolves around crimes of fraud and deception where the two of them are co-conspirators. Are you going to tell the police that part? Well, what's he extorting you for? What's it all about? What's the backstory? Why is he extorting you? What did you tell him? I got to know. She said BBJ was a whole new cat with that medicine. She said BBJ was put on. Really? Yeah, then the cat had to be put down anyway? That's weird. She said BBJ was thriving. Then why is BBJ cremated and in an urn in your apartment? What is she going to tell us that part? Yeah, Summer D. Chris put on Twitter a few minutes ago, about an hour ago, that she reported him to the police and claims that she's trying to extort him. Hey, AK, good to see you. The medicine is called Silencia. Thank you, Lisa. And that's why you reached out to her, because she said the cat was doing so well. I think you have a lot of explaining to do, Frenchie, because yeah, Frenchie's been saying this whole time up until about a week ago that the cat was thriving. Remember, she even tried to get the other cat from Chantel and offered to send her proof of life of BBJ. And she said, I just wanted her to see BBJ out here thriving. Okay, so if the cat was thriving, then why did you put the cat down? Or did you put the cat down? Or did the cat die on its own? Or was the cat hit by a car? Are you ever going to answer any of these questions? I'm pretty sure though that we asked Chris if she had BBJ put down, and I'm pretty sure he answered yes, that she had the cat put down. I don't know. I could be wrong on that. We'll have to revisit that. Hey, Sassy Cat 101. Thank you so much for the super chat, hon. Just wanted to say the pink Merry Christmas sweatshirt I bought was so nice, and anyone debating buying one should buy the shirt. Thank you so much for saying that, Sassy Cat. I'm glad you love it. That's right. The Christmas collection is still available. The entire merch store is 10% off of orders of $60 or more through December 15th. If one of my mods could put a link to my merch store in the chat, that would be great. He did say that. He said that the cat was put down. Okay, so explain to us then why you told the community for 2.5 years, that BBJ was thriving and doing so well, and yet at some point you had the cat euthanized. So when and why? So now we have two questions you need to answer, Frenchie. When and why? You think she'll ever answer those questions? I highly doubt it. She made it sound like she fixed BBJ 100%, used it as a dunk to enforce how neglectful Chantel was. Yes. Life of a Trucker's Wife says, I remember those streams. She went on and on about how much better BBJ was doing and how expensive the injections cost. Oh, yeah. And the super chats rolled in. Of course they did. I agree, Ophelia Own. We want to see all of the vet invoices. Thank you so much, Lisa Simpson. Appreciate you. Let me pin that to the top. So, yeah, right here. Chris says, I don't want to have to do this to my sister. If she keeps her up her end of the bargain, I'm not going to. And so Chris would come, he would come around, then he'd disappear. He'd come around and he'd disappear, never giving us anything, just saying basically, wait for it, right? Well, now FFG has said, I stopped paying his rent in October, and here we are in November. He finally dropped the first of what I think is probably many bombshells that BBJ, excuse me, is in fact deceased, and his ashes are in an urn in Frenchie's apartment. So that's already out there. That's been out there for a week now. FFG has been having to sit and suffer with that. Yet today, she calls the police on him and says that he's trying to extort her. I don't know what he still has on her, but holy shit, it must be 10 times worse than what he's already dropped. She tugged at everyone's feelings. That's kind of the grossest thing about it. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Let me come back over here. No, actually, I'm going to go to blue. Oh, that's not it. It's this one. That's not it either. Hold on. Hell. Sorry, guys. I thought I had it up. Apparently, I don't. There it is. All right. This is the bloop stream. When it occurred, 2:23. All right. Can everybody see that? Let's take it off of mute. I don't know why I had it on mute. Annie is leaning into cowdom. She sure is. She's owning that shit. He could end her if, yeah. Ophelia says, who is advising this? Who? All right. Let's listen to the bloop stream, what she has to say.
Hi, BBJ. I got your house and you're going to a new home today. Let's go get you ready. I'm gonna miss you. I'm gonna put one of my old shirts in there. I cleaned her cage out so that she's ready to be transported. Can still smell me for anxiety, maybe? I don't know. Sweet. Sweet. They're coming, sweet. Your new home. Kuwait is not for you. Poop scoop. Going in. You're gonna miss her?
No. I'm glad to be rid of her.
Bye,
Peace is such a fucking savage.
sweetie.
I have the bloop anniversary too, I think. Hold on, give me 1 second. Let me just have a look. Hold on. Where is it? Here. I think it's this one. Give me a second. Oh my God, you guys, it's Rosie's birthday today. Quirky Love Rose. Did you watch her stream last night? I know some of you were in there. Okay, so this is titled Stop Lying, Foodie Beauty. Here's what really happened. Is that I think it is, but we'll see. I'm uploading it now. Give me a second. Of course, she took everything down. Gotta love that. I think it's so sad, and I can't believe more people didn't speak out about this when it happened. But when Frenchie admitted that she threw away everything that Chantal sent with the cat, the shirt, and like that had her scent on it and stuff like that, like that's horrible. I think that was very telling. I think that should have been a huge red flag. I think she should have been called out on it. Like, why? Why would you throw away the stuff, you know what I mean? Like, that was cruel to the cat, not to Chantel. That was cruel to the cat. Ugh, sick bitch. Fondue says, I said this on Chris's Twitter. Frenchie uses emotions to trauma bond with people, whether it be DV, loss of an animal, sick parent. We see you, Franchi.
I'm gonna miss you so much, but I'm gonna get updates all the time. Yeah. I'm gonna miss you.
Okay, so there's one promise that Frenchie made to Chantel when she was deceiving her into turning the cat over to her. She promised that she would get updates all the time. See, the courts and the police in Canada, they're not going to care that Chantel is a horrible, awful person and that she's hated by literally tens of thousands of people on the internet. They're not going to care about that. Think a jury's going to care about that? No. You think if this ever gets in front of a jury in a court of law, I'm sorry, a court of the crown, however you guys put it in Canada, I don't know, I'm not familiar. Anyhow, how do you think that's going to fare for you, Frenchie? When the jury hears that you swindled this woman out of her cat, that you deceived her and lied to her to get your hands on this cat purely to torture her with, and that you promised her she would get all these updates. And this isn't just her cat, okay? It's she was her cat for 20 years. I mean, what was it that Frenchie said? Don't fuck with cats. And that took place in Montreal. Yikes. Yikes.
I love you so
Court of paw.
much. Aw. You're gonna be all right. Bye, BBJ.
If ever, there's any questions, I'm really.
Bye.
Have a good one. You too.
Oh my God. What is that? Oh, I thought that was mine.
Well, hello there, girl gang. What up, everybody? How you doing? I hope everybody's good. Thank you, everybody. Thank you all, for being here tonight. It's so good to see you. So that's the story. That's the video. BBJ has been handed off and given to someone else. The door closes, and that's where the video ends. The story ends. Anyone want to know what happened when the door closed?
Yes, Remy, that was Chris.
Because I could give you the perspective from the other side of the door if anyone's curious what exactly happened there when that door closed. And who could have been the mystery man at the bottom of those stairs? Let me tell you something. Chantal has a sibling, and I have a sibling. She has a sister. I have a brother. Her sister would kill her if given the chance. My brother is always down to do ratchet shit with me. Just so we understand the difference between, siblings and siblings here. So that, everybody, was my brother at the bottom of that staircase. French fried bro coming through, getting BBJ. While your girl Frenchie was not far away with full.
She is such an emotional manipulator. Ophelia says, I admit I supported this at the time. The power of hindsight. Well, that and, you had no reason to not believe everything that Frenchie was telling you, right? She didn't just lie to Chantel about who was getting the cat and where the cat was going to be living out the rest of their life, right? She lied to all of you, too. There's not one thing that FFG has been honest about in this situation, not just to Chantel, but to the community also. Isn't that some sick shit? Anybody who still supports her and, well, she did do this and she did do that. Yeah, and she lied to everybody off top. Just lie after lie after lie. Lies for no reason. None.
Disguise on like a fucking sociopath, but that's neither here nor there. The point is, BBJ is in the familia now. We'll put it that way. Okay. Am I keeping BBJ like in my home? No, I'm not a cat person. I have a dog. It's just not my thing.
I'm not a cat person. I have a dog. It's just not my thing. But come to find out, BBJ was in her home the whole time. There was no Amy Flowers. There was no sister-in-law. Like, why lie? Now, I want to real quick just remind you all of what French Fry Girl, remember she came live on Friday and fed everybody a big pile of horse shit, and she referred to herself as a coward, didn't she? Was that the word she used? Coward, weak? Let me see. Oh, hold on. There we go.
Do that again. I wasn't. I am truly, truly sorry. Truly sorry that I didn't tell you right away. I'm a fucking coward. I don't know what to say. It was about me. And how the fuck was I going to do that? This was going to be a fucking wreck again. And it would be weaponized. I just wasn't ready for it yet. I wasn't fucking ready for it yet. And so I kept waiting. And I'm sorry. I'm really, really sorry, guys. I truly am. I'm a coward. It is what it is. Okay. You know, if
Okay, does this sound like a coward to you? Does this not sound like a voice of a coward to you? Continue. Bloop from February 23rd, 2023.
But BBJ is in the familia now. As Chantal told everybody, it was a beezer who got BBJ, who worked on her for BBJ. A beezer? Maybe. A double agent? Somewhat. My sister-in-law? Abso-fucking-lutely. So listen, this is the deal. BBJ, I can assure everybody, is just fine, or as fine
Hey, Charlotte, glad you're here.
as a cat who had 1 hour to live can be. BBJ was rescued at 1:30 yesterday afternoon, and at 2:30, Chantal had the appointment at the vet with the cat. It's an hour, but we got her. We got her. I'm a little shaky. I'm really nervous. So here's the deal with BBJ. Okay.
Bamboozled says her voice is so ashy.
Like I said, BBJ is not staying in my home, but in the familia.
She says it again. BBJ's not staying in my home, but in the familia. Stop using that word. You're cringy as fuck. You're weird. People who use the word familia don't call the police on their familia. Frenchie, you fucking weirdo.
Abso-fucking-lutely, which means BBJ updates whenever we want them. BBJ, everything, whatever. And of course, this being done, I think it goes without saying, I'm going to be the one to be footing the bill and doing the running around for the vets with BBJ. So today, less than 20.
Yeah, I do snozberry muffins. I think she lied about where BBJ was staying so that Chantel wouldn't call the police, or if she did call the police, she'd be like, I don't have the cat. I don't know what you're talking about.
4 hours after having BBJ, BBJ had her first vet appointment that I took her to my normal, regular schmegula, the dog's vet. She had her nails clipped. BBJ had 5 nails growing into the pads of her feet today. 5 nails. It was extremely painful what she had to go through today at the vet. Extremely painful. It was, I'm not going to try and make this all about me, but it was a traumatic fucking day today. I go to the vet. They fit us in an emergency appointment because there are nails growing into her feet. So we go to the vet.
Oh, thank you, Freya. Where did you send that to?
All the rooms were occupied because they're just fitting me in, except for the room where fucking Ollie was put down, and it's the first time I go back in that room.
She does that. Sweet Sea Monster says she's using a word from a language she doesn't speak to say family without actually claiming the cat as family. Her brother even pointed that out, and we've seen instances of that. She uses language and says things to separate herself, right, from her lies. Like when she sent that message to Taz D and told Taz D that her dad had died, she just referred to her dad as him. I lost him right after her. And her brother pointed out another instance of it. I can't remember it off top, but that's a really good point. Really good point, Sweet Sea Monster. I can't imagine pulling a stunt like this to thousands of people. Nope. And as you can see, it weighed heavily on her, right? In a lot of ways.
And it was the
I said weighed heavily. No pun intended.
technician. One of the technicians was the technician who was there that day. Anyway, I'm already a wreck. We're in that room. Now they've clipped the nails that didn't like embed into her feet. And they tell me now to get the ones out that are embedded, like they were deeply embedded, it's going to be painful for her. So it took 3 vet techs today. They had to put the cone, the plastic, I call it the cone of shame, onto little BBJ. 3 of them, 2 holding her down and 1 clipping the nails. BBJ was screaming at the top of her lungs. It was horrific to listen to. So bad. I was a wreck.
Oh, Chris is still tweeting. We'll have a look.
Bawling my eyes. I was losing my shit. I have my hand on the bench where little Ollie. Anyway, and I'm listening to the cat screaming at the top of her lungs. It was so bad that a vet from a room, like another exam room, came and knocked on the door like, is everything okay in here? It was so bad. But she went through it like a fucking champ. Let me tell you, the vets today said they couldn't believe her age. They said, wow, she is good for her age. She's on antibiotics now. So she's taking her little antibiotics, and there's like wipes for her feet to keep them clean. You have to use this like a different kind of litter for a week so that she doesn't get a little sand in her feet. Immediately, how can I explain? Like BBJ was walking funny before going to the vet today. She was walking funny. Like on the carpets, she was okay. But as soon as she would go like her feet onto the wood floors, you could see the way she was like teetering from side to side, clearly in pain. I brought her back from the vet. She's just like walking on the wood floors, like immediate difference. Here's something I know.
Yes. Oh, hell no. Setting up the long lie. That giddy tone hits different now. It does, doesn't it? Laughing while she watches those super chats rolling in. Mm-hmm.
Noticed yesterday. And
oh, what's your name and badge number? Good point. Says Chantel was able to keep the cat alive. FFG couldn't do the same. That's true.
I'm not a cat person. I don't like cats.
Yeah, if the cat was thriving and doing so well, as FFG said over and over and over, then why is the cat dead now? So you're telling me that Chantel abused and neglected the cat for 20 years. I'm not saying she didn't. I'm just stating the facts as they have been presented, that Chantel abused and neglected that cat for 20 years, but she kept her alive for 20 years. You've had the cat. You got the cat in February 2023. And by November of 2023, according to Chris, the cat's dead. And according to you, the cat's dead. You haven't told us your timeline or when you say the cat died, but according to Chris, the cat was dead by the end of 2023. So you had the cat less than a year and the cat was dead. Explain. And you said the cat was doing so well with the proper vet care. Just makes no sense. When will Frenchie return to YouTube and answer all these things? Frenchie, when are you coming back? We have a list of questions. Matter of fact, I got my sparkly glitter pen and my strawberry shortcake notebook. We're going to be writing down our list of questions for Frenchie when she comes back. First one, when? Second question, why? why/how, right? So why did you put the cat down, or how did the cat die? Pat Ray says, so overwhelmed that she couldn't report the animal abuse. She could only lose her shit online for hours in glee about fucking Chantel over. Yes.
That's I don't hide that, you know.
Rena says, were all of BBJ's vet records in English? No, they were in French, but people translated the ones that the first initial vet reports that she put online, they've been translated.
I don't know their behaviors. I noticed that BBJ was.
Wait, what?
Here's something I noticed yesterday, and I'm not a cat person. I don't like cats. I don't hide that, you know. I don't know their behaviors. I noticed that BBJ was licking the crap out of her feet. She kept licking and licking and licking the bottom of her feet, but not to groom, which is like what I imagine cats doing, just licking her feet. And that was like, oh.
Why lie about who had her? Morsef K said, asked why lie about who had her. And I think that also just goes to prove that Frenchie knew what she and Chris did was illegal, 100% illegal. And listen, I happen to know for a fact that what they did is illegal because the same thing basically happened to me. Okay. Long story short, I had a dog and I had somebody who I thought was my in real life friend for many, many, many years since childhood. We knew, I mean, a long distance friend, right? Like this person didn't live in the same town as me, but I knew her since I was 14. Anyway, long story short, I rehomed my dog. They asked if they could keep my dog because I had moved down here. I was living in an apartment by myself. This was before Yaba and I moved in together. So I was living in an apartment by myself, contrary to popular belief, and people want to saying I'm a hobosexual. I had my own apartment for a year after I moved down here before I ever moved in with Yaba. Okay. Anyhow, I was living alone in this apartment. I was working during the day. I was never home. I did not want to keep Asher in her kennel 8, 10, 12 hours a day. And this friend of mine had a son. He was 9 years old at the time. And she was like, can we keep Asher? And I was like, you know what? That's fine. And I have these text messages. I said immediately, if ever you cannot keep her, give her back to me. Right. Long story short, me and her end up falling out, and she contacted my mortal enemy from YouTube, who just wackadoodle coincidence happens to live in Louisville. So she gets into contact with my mortal enemy and gives my dog to my mortal enemy on YouTube. And then they proceed to post all over Twitter, put all the take pictures of the dog, put the pictures on YouTube or on Twitter, and just really tormenting me about this. Well, lucky for me, Asher, she was a Yorkie poo. So her value was over $1,500. And also she was chipped and she was registered to me. I had never changed the ownership on her chip registration. She was still registered to me. So you bet your fucking ass, unlike Chantel, I drove to Louisville and drove to that woman's house who had my dog. Give me my fucking dog back, right? Well, she didn't answer the door. Her husband did. And he smelled really bad. Anyway, I go down there. I knock on the fucking door. Give me my fucking dog back. They wouldn't give me my dog back. I called the police. And this was on a Sunday. No, it wasn't. It was a Saturday night. It was on a Saturday night. So anyway, I call the police. I call Louisville Metro Police. And I'm like, this bitch has my dog. It's my dog. I want it back. Police tell me, well, you have to prove to us that it's your dog. I was going, it's a Saturday night. I don't have those records readily available to me. So come first thing Monday morning, you bet your ass. I called my vet and I got the records. I got her the number off of the little thing that would, give me her chip number. Got onto the website, was able to put the chip number in, and bam, there it popped up that I was the registered owner of that dog. So I printed all that shit out. The next day, Tuesday, went back down there to her house with the police. I show the police, here's your proof. It's my dog. He said, okay. And this time, I'm not the one who went knocked on the door. The police knocked on the door. Give this woman her dog back. Well, of course, they lied and said, we don't have the dog. We don't have the dog. And actually, they didn't have the dog that night. I'm pretty sure between Saturday night when I went down there and knocked on the door and said, I want my fucking dog back, between Saturday night and Tuesday, they took the dog back to my former friend. Why? Because even they knew if they got caught with that dog in their possession and I had proof that the dog was mine, their asses were going to jail. Felony, what was it called? Felony larceny. Felony larceny. Yep. So the cop knocks on the door. This is her dog. Give it back. Well, they're like, nope, we don't have the dog. So the cop was like, look, ma'am, if you can prove that the dog's in the house, we can go, we can take this further. But at this time, I don't have a warrant or probable cause to enter their home. And we're just not taking it that far. So anyway, long story short, I did get the dog back. After they told the police that they had gave the dog back to my former friend, the next day, guess what I did? Took my ass down there to Muldraw, Kentucky. Give my fucking dog back. Well, she didn't answer the door. So I called the sheriff. I sure did. Brought the sheriff up to speed, said, I want my fucking dog back. My dog is in that apartment right there. And I have video footage of that. I do. I recorded it. I have it on video. The sheriff knocking on her fucking door and coming out of that apartment with my fucking dog. Yup. Anyway. So, point is, the reason why likely she lied and said that the dog wasn't with her, or I'm sorry, the cat wasn't with her, that she gave the cat to somebody else, is so if the police came asking about the cat, she could be like, cat ain't here. Cat's with someone named Amy Flowers, and no, I don't know their address. Ugh.
I was like, oh, you know what? Let me look at her nails.
Yeah. Anyway, felony larceny. That's the charge. Felony fucking larceny is what that bitch would have been charged with if she'd been caught with my dog in her possession. Sure as shit. That's how I know this shit is illegal. Illegal. You can't do that. You cannot obtain somebody else's property through false pretenses and deception. You can't do it. It's a crime. Frenchie, it's illegal.
And I saw the nails embedded. It took seeing her for 2 hours to notice the licking of the feet. How could you live with a cat? How could you have had a cat for so long? How could you know the behaviors, let's say, of cats and not notice that there was something wrong with the behavior of the cat, with the licking of the feet? That's like you went out of your way not to notice. Hey, Gorl Tube, happy birthday, Gorl. It's a wreck. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. It's horrible, but she went through it.
Okay, Wacky Jack says even if she willingly gave it away, she willingly gave it away, but they used false pretenses and deceit. They deceived her in order to get her to willingly give it away. You can't do that. You can't do that. That would be like, okay, let's say it's not a cat, right? Let's say it's a car. Let's say it's a car, okay? And if you are engaging with somebody and you want to buy their car and I don't know, you lie to them or no, they don't not buy it, but they want to get rid of their car and you lie to them and deceive them in order to get them to give you the car. That would be illegal, would it not? Goofy, dumb, goofy, ho, bitch. Thank you so much for being a member for 39 months. 2 hours of notice. Oh, 2 hours to notice feet licking. Oh, okay. Sorry. I could not read that right. Let me start over. It took 2 hours to notice feet licking. Maybe lay off the weed, dirt neck. Goofy, dumb, goofy, oh, bitch. Thank you for that. And thank you for being a member for 39 months. God, it took me a minute to decipher that one.
She's very strong. She's doing great for her age. The vets said so today. I told the vets, the techs, a bit of a story today because it did take a while. They had to keep giving her breaks. They didn't want to traumatize her too much at her age, I was telling them a bit of a story of this cat. And let me just say, everyone in that office has a new enemy in their life. It was wild today. Wild. So anyway, that was our emergency.
How does one not notice a dog nipping at an elderly cat? Exactly, Ophelia.
We went to today. because the nails, like, I wasn't going to leave her with those nails. Come on, you can't. And they gave us a regular appointment for what they call nose to tail. It's like a full inspection. Like, you know what I mean? They're gonna, like a full physical, every little piece on her body, and blood tests and urine tests next week. So next week is kind of getting into the heavy stuff. We'll see, fingers crossed. I was really glad to hear the vet say that she's
I think that's why she's so freaked out now, because if Chris has proof BBJ lived with FFG, then that's also proof there was no Amy Flowers and she doesn't have that loophole. Agreed.
doing so well for age. Like, the vets were shocked at how, like, great she seems,
Lucy Goosey says Chantel could possibly come out the hero and press charges, but she won't. Incredible. She won't. Chantel is the laziest sack of shit ever. If it were me and that was my cat of 20 years, you bet your ass I'd have her thrown in jail. Huh. I have a theory question. When she or if she did take BBJ to the vet, how did she go without no car? Wouldn't her brother tell us if she really did, since he was the one driving? She has a car, Sweet Rose. FFG has a car. She drove herself to the fashion show. She even showed her car. So no, she definitely had a car.
She was like feisty. She's so curious. She was like, like roaming around the exam room.
Pete's it's a Pete's phone home. Pete's phone home. Thank you so much for joining memberships. Shamrock Glitter Bomb. Thank you so much.
Like, she wanted to just sniff and boops everything. She's very curious. And I don't know, they were blown away by her. They couldn't believe that was a cat that somebody wanted to put down because they were like, oh, past their prime or ready to go or whatever. Anyway, it was just unanimous outrage today at the vet.
Oh yeah, she used to do all kinds of videos driving around. Yeah, that's right.
They couldn't
No problem, Sweet Rose.
believe it, that this cat would be put down.
Oh, hold on, listen to this.
Ready to go or whatever. Anyway, it was just unanimous outrage today at the vet. They couldn't believe it, that this cat would be put down. It's what we all thought watching BBJ. She has more life in her than I even thought. So put it that way. Cause just with those nails out, she's peppy as all hell. She eats like a fucking champ. Let me tell you, that cat can really throw it back. And she's so skinny. And you wonder, how can a cat with such a great appetite be so skinny? Oh, were they trying to starve her? Allegedly conspiracy, whatever, like to make the story more plausible at the vet. We had that theory days ago. I'm more convinced of that now than then, because man,
was she not paying her brother for his silence so she could continue to gently extort her audience? Excellent point. Yes.
This cat can fucking eat. Like, it's not what I was, expecting. Anyway.
That's interesting, because in the little short snippet of a video that she shows of BBJ in her little apology last week, you can't see like all of BBJ, but she appears to me to be the exact same size she was when she was with Chantel. Let's see. What do you guys think? Let's look at it. Okay. Oh,
I hope you guys can see that clearly. Can you see the top there? Yeah. I'm just saying, after the day, and watch how cute. I screenshot and that's
hold on. Lisa Simpson says, I remember she even sent Chantel pictures of the home she said belonged to Amy Flowers, who was housebound. This was a whole ass con. I wish I had saved those receipts. Thank you, Lisa Simpson.
Like a screen recorded this so that the day is there and everything is there. You tell me, has BBJ passed away?
I mean, she appears to me to be the exact same size. Where is, hold on. Does she play it in here? Hold on. Oh, there, right there. All right. So you've got that shot of her the day that Frenchie took her. And then here. I mean, I would expect to see a noticeable change in the cat's size. This was February. This was November. That cat doesn't and you can see the cat's butt fur in this one when she turns around. It doesn't appear that this cat has been being regularly groomed during that time. Hold on. Who the hell's calling me? I don't know. Don't care. Hold on. Okay. Betty, thank you so much for being a member for 22 months. I appreciate you, girl. Freya, thank you for being a member for 16 months. How was that video cute? Exactly. I think it's a pretty much a consensus amongst all of us that there's nothing cute about this video. But look at her butt when she turns around. This cat has not been regularly groomed while in Frenchie's care. Look at it. Look. No. That cat's the same damn size. You're not going to tell me it's not. As right there. Here.
Immediately after driving off, found the first like garbage situation, dumped everything that had been in your home into the garbage.
She still has fur loss around the ears.
Why?
Even her neck is matted. Yep.
BBG's little, I don't know what the fuck you have. You're filthy. You brought cockroaches to the apartment in Gatineau.
Hold on. I was trying to, okay, there we go. Trying to get a shot of BBJ walking.
Sweet. Sweet. They're coming, sweet.
That cat appears to be the same size and in the same condition in February when Chantel handed her over as she does in November. I don't see any difference. I really don't.
Yeah. Like a screen has BBJ.
Oops, hold on. Wow, you probably should have just not shown that video, but what do I know? All right.
Way.
Hold on. What's that chat saying? She said her hair grew back. She said BBJ was treated for yeast infection, and that's why there was hair loss. Sweet Rose said, for someone who hates cats, FFG, that is when she said she wouldn't eat the treats. It's because she was scared and stressed and didn't want it from her. Yes. How can she not know this? Yeah. She says that BBJ's teeth were rotten, but the vet report doesn't say that. It says that there's a plaque buildup on her teeth, but it doesn't say that there was decay or anything like that.
Long story short, until next week, there's nothing else to say. Wait, there's a little something to show though. Hold on, wait. Here's the little toots, perky, chilling, happy, interested. She's into everything. She's like a little yenta. She really likes to like investigate stuff. Oh, she's into everything, and very social, very nice. Just
Wicked Crafter, thank you for being a member for 24 months. The details are so specific. Girl World, pick me, fail.
I don't know. She's a gem. What can you say? She's such a good girl. She didn't deserve what was planned for her. And I don't know. I can't think of a better outcome at the end. Where BBJ is going to live, I mean, you guys know me. I'm a fucking animal lover. You know how animals are in my family. We treat them like the kids because there are no kids in my family. BBJ is now one of the children in my family. She's like, she's like my niece. Oh my God, she's my niece. BBJ's my niece now. That is so sweet. And we like to spoil all the children in this family. So I get, it goes without saying, BBJ is going to live the rest of her days being absolutely catered to, spoiled, doted on, treated like the little queen that she is. And yeah, that's the story. Next week, I will have more to say once, blood tests, urine tests, full
Yeah, Fondue says, wait, I thought they said Chris had a baby he didn't take care of. She just said there's no kids in the family.
physical happens. But for now, she's a fucking champ, man. This cat did not deserve not only what Chantal was planning to do to her, 5 nails embedded in her feet.
Oh my God, shut up. Big titty pretty bitch. Thank you for being a member for 20 months. What are your predictions for what'll happen next? Honestly, I think that Frenchie, she is as bullheaded, pig-headed, and hard-headed. Hold on. There you go, babe. She's as bullheaded, pig-headed, and hard-headed as Chantal. I think she's going to come back and she's just going to, it's going to be business as usual. I really do. I think she's just going to go back to her live streams, her reaction. She's going to act like none of it ever happened. She's going to have half of the English language blocked out of her chat. And yeah, I mean, will she survive it? Will she, still have 3,000-4,000 people in her chat every night? I highly doubt it. But I guess we'll find out. Charlotte Tater Fluff, thank you for being a member for 21 months. I reckon it was easier to lie with the camera off. I think that has a lot to do with why her camera went off. You're exactly right. Thank you for that, Charlotte. Okay, listen, I want to look at this vet report because there was quite a few inconsistencies in the vet report and what Frenchie reported BBJ's condition to have been. Hold on, I'm confused to when she brought BBJ in with her 2 dogs. Normally, you're supposed to introduce them right away. That's why she was stressed AF. Again, how does she not know that? How would she know that? Aw, babe, thank you so much for gifting 5 Samantha Jean memberships. Keeper of All Secrets, Nosberry Muffins, Megan 8, Shaking But Not Stirred, and Farrah Fiasco. Congratulations and welcome to all new members. Now a word from our sponsor. Why isn't it going? Oh, here we go.
Your positive actions today will shape a brighter tomorrow.
Oh, wow. I think that's very fitting. Very fitting. Thank you, babe. Love you so much. Okay. Here's the vet report. So the vet report, this first section right here, this is from February 23rd. The date's right there. So this is when she took her in that day for her nail appointment. Let me make sure. Is it on the screen? Yes, it's on the screen. Okay. And so it doesn't say a whole lot. And then from here, now, because Frenchie did say that she had a nose to tail appointment the following week. So that would be this portion of it, March 2nd, 2023. And curiously, we have never, again, she never shared any further vet reports about anything. I went and asked her in the comments if BBJ was still with us when you made the offer for Smokey. Radio silence. Oh, hell yeah. She's never going to answer that. She's never going to answer shit. Sassy Cat, thank you for being a member for 1 month. Anyone that defends FFG needs more therapy than Foodie Beauty. I agree. Could not agree more. All right. So right here, we have the weight of the cat, 2.86 kilograms or 6.31 pounds. I don't think that would be considered underweight for a female cat, especially not a 20-year-old female cat. When we last had Paul at the vet about a month or so ago, the vet said that Paul was small for a male cat, but he's not he's not malnourished or anything. Because a matter of fact, we had Paul at the vet last November, and the vet looked at the records and he said, oh, he's the exact same weight he was last year. Like exactly. Anyway, our vet said that male cats are typically 10 pounds or more. So I can't imagine 6.31 pounds for a 21-year-old female cat being considered like concerning. Let's see what the internet has to say about it. Hold on. All right. Would 6.31 pounds be considered malnourished or underweight for a 20-year-old female cat? It says for most adult female cats, a healthy weight is usually 8 to 12 pounds. So maybe a little underweight, but by no means to the degree in which it would be considered neglect or malnourished. It says at 20 years old, cats often have chronic illnesses that cause weight loss, including hyperthyroidism, kidney disease, diabetes, gastrointestinal disease, dental disease, cancer, dementia, or reduced appetite. The more important measure is the body condition score. A vet evaluates whether a cat is malnourished by checking visible ribs or spine, loss of muscle mass, sunken flanks, poor coat quality, reduced appetite, or trouble eating. Okay. I think that score is on here. Hold on. Let me look at the next page. I could have sworn. Okay, body condition. Okay, the body condition score for the cat is 3 out of 9. And this says that a cat with a body condition score of 2 out of 9 or lower is considered underweight or malnourished. So a cat with a body condition score of 2 out of 9 or lower is considered underweight or malnourished. And here it is right here. The body condition score, is that showing on screen? I can't tell. Do I need to make it bigger? Body condition score for BBJ 1 week after Frenchie got her is 3 out of 9. So she would not be considered underweight or malnourished. That's interesting. Let's see. Bertha Boyle Jean. I thought BBJ was 17 when Chantel got rid of her. She lied and said she was older to justify her bad shape. Oh, I don't know. Was she 17? I have no idea. But thank you for that, Bertha Boyle Jean. I mean, I've been saying 20 years because that's what I've been hearing going about. We'll get back to number 13. Sweet Rose, someone in the chat, I forgot who, said that it could have been one of FFG's dogs and not BBJ's vet paperwork. No, it says on here. That's definitely not. I think that's just, no, it's definitely, this is the cat's paperwork. So this paperwork from the vet has her at 18 years old. What did Ray say? I can't even find that comment. Or maybe it was Rex. I don't know. Okay, you counted the years BBJ was around 18. Okay, well, and on the vet paperwork, she's 18. So if I change that, I don't think it's going to change anything. Copy. Why won't it paste it? Okay, paste. Yeah, I don't think it changed it. Okay. She claimed they were having to cut them out a little at a time at the vets. It never made sense. Lord have mercy. Okay. So back to the vet report. It says eats better since claws are no longer in the pads. No sneezing, no coughing. It says medical background, rescued from a situation of neglect. Okay, so general appearance, alert, normal behavior, impatient, manipulation with bad cat collar. I don't know what that means. Body condition scores 3 out of 9. Okay, so then it goes on to talk about skin. It says smooth coat, no film or flea waste, beautiful development of pads where she had ingrown claws, no secretions or inflammation today. Yeah, I know, Freya. That's what she reported. That Frenchie reported that she was rescued from a situation of neglect. That was not the vet's like, determination. Yeah. Let's see. Eye and nose, normal appearance, absence of secretions, redness or visible lesions. Ears have moderate secretions, no reddening of the ear canals. Mouth tartar 3+ and associated gingivitis. Hydration adequate. Mucous membranes, pink and moist mucous membranes. Hair recoloring time less than, and it's cut off so many seconds. Or was that cut off because I made it bigger? I don't know. Let's see. Hold on. Let me make it smaller and see if I can read it all. Yeah, hold on. Oh no, that's at 100%. Okay, so it's cut off. I don't know, whatever. It says atrophied muscle mass, moderate pain on extension of hips, cracking in knees and tarsals, complete orthopedic examination not carried out. Neurological, normal mental status, no ataxia, normal NC, complete examination not carried out again. Okay, so if you look in this thread, oh, page 5, she said required no translation. What does that all say? I don't know. Nothing I can make out. Oops. Hold on. There we go. Okay, so if you go through here, this Jolie person says, "Can you please clarify where she lied?" She said nails growing into pads. True. She said thyroid issues. True. She stated kidney issues. Initial reports state the thyroid results may mask kidney issues. She stated heart murmur. True. She stated dental issues. True. And Hater Tater responds. She said that BBJ had mats so bad all over her body that the vets thought she was covered in tumors, but the vet report says her coat was smooth. Also, FFG and BB said BBJ's ears were so filthy, yet the vet report says her ears had moderate secretions and no reddening of the canals. If her ears were so filthy, how did they determine there was no reddening of the canals? Also, FFG said in a stream that BBJ's teeth were all rotten and that she didn't eat hard food. The vet report said that BBJ preferred her crunchies. And then she goes on to say down here, it's a special diet for CKD, yes. And FFG did tell the vet that. That's correct. But in a live, FFG vilified Foodie Beauty for giving BBJ crunchies, saying that she, FFG, doesn't give them to her because her teeth are so rotten, it's too painful. But the vet report said otherwise. And then also, I want to point out here that in November of 2023, Hater Tater said, "I think BBJ is with her." You nailed it, Hater Tater. And here she says again, I thought this was interesting. Also, she said she did. She said they were so bad, talking about her fur being matted, that her matted fur was so bad that the vet thought they were tumors and that her skin was twisting up in them. Yet that was never noted in any of the vet reports. And why use a cat like that? We know why. Money, money, money. Boom. There it is. Oh, Hater Tater, I wish you would come back and bask in all of your glory. Okay, hold on. I'm looking for this one. So this one is Stop Lying. Ooh, Stop Lying, Foodie Beauty. Here's what really happened. I'm going to go to the beginning of this one and see if we can figure out. I cannot believe I didn't note the date of this. And of course, now Frenchie's removed all the content off of her channel, so you can't just go scratch it up and look at the date. But I think, if I recall correctly, this is the anniversary. I'm not sure. Let's listen.
It's Friday! Yay! The song is back. The gang is together. Our piggy is popping the fuck off. We are reliving one of my favorite moments of Girl World history tonight. It's gonna be a fucking good one. Brace yourselves, bitches. I hope you guys had a great day. Nice to see you guys. Thanks for being here, everybody. Stannable, thank you so much for the super.
So what do you guys think? Does it sound like this was the anniversary one? I think it was. Let's see what she says later on.
Chat. On the night of the BBJ rescue, I was stuck in a church Zoom meeting, and when you announced you rescued her, I legit jumped for joy and confused everyone. Wow, I love that.
She went over the bloop stream so many times.
Thank you so much for being here. Tonight's revisiting of these streams is going to be an interesting one for me, because the moment that this was all going down, you okay, let's take it back in time. Hold on. I'm very excited for tonight, as you could tell. It was February 23rd, 2023. BBJ had been rescued, yada, yada, yada. The bloop stream. So I come live to tell you guys everything about BBJ, okay? At the same time, Heifer goes live. And Heifer gave one of the greatest rage streams, in my opinion, that she had ever given the community. I was like, I don't know what the emotion is. Nervous, numb, a little shaky, I was off my game that night. Let's put it that way. So while we did kind of jump in and react in real time, it wasn't me on my A game. You know what I mean? It was me massively distracted and just like all anxiety riddled and worked up about what had just been going on. So this one is for me.
Oh, okay. The anniversary was called Bloop Anniversary, and that's not fajitas. I don't think I have that one. Do you have that one, Lisa?
You guys remember when it was my birthday coming up, and I was like, on my birthday, we're going to do a stream, and it's going to be, I called it Dealer's Choice. I'm going to pick any like moment from Shantopolis, any moment from the past, and I want to react to what I want to react. This is this is what I wanted to do for my birthday. It was her raid stream over the BBJ thing. So we didn't do it on my birthday.
Here we go. Hold on. Oh my God. Hold on.
Privilege. It's everybody. Happy
Thank you,
Friday.
Lisa.
Woo! I'm so happy it's Friday. This is one of those weeks, I said it so many times, that felt like a month. It's fucking over. Yes, it's Friday. We're together. It's a full moon tonight, so brace yourselves. And it is the bloop anniversary, the 1-year anniversary of the BBJ rescue. Happy 1-year anniversary, everybody. Oh my God. I don't know if it's just me, but it seems like that year flew by. It's hard to imagine that it's already been a year. Holy crap. Bless her. Bless the whole thing. It still blows my mind how it all came together. Tonight, we will, of course, be reliving the night that was the bloop stream. We are going to be watching Chantal's deleted rage stream fucking shaking meltdown. You have 24 hours, bitch. We are going to be rewatching that one, of course, tonight. And then the stream that she did when she comes back, because she ends up leaving. Spoiler alert, to go and call the cops. They don't want anything to know of her. And she comes back all defeated in She Who Laughs Last, Laughs Best. So we're going to be rewatching those two, of course, tonight. Before we do, as is the promise around here, we start with things in real time. So we're going to be starting with the fajita feast, cooking, and mukbang, yada, yada, yada. All right. I also asked BBJ's owners to send us a cute little video, just her being cute. So when we get to the rewatching of,
Sorry, I had to go change my shirt because I'm freezing. We're gonna skip over the anything that's not related. So let's get back to it.
The meltdown. we have a little cute little BBJ having a snack video. Okay, so that's the plan for tonight. If you guys are down, it's freaking Friday. Oh, and I'm so excited to be here. Holy crap! Before we get into anything tonight, let's discuss tomorrow.
Yep, liar, liar. BBJ's new owners. They sent me a video.
Tomorrow, okay. Tomorrow we're going back on Twitch. Okay, Twitch is restarting. We are restarting with a schedule.
I can't wait to see what video she ends up showing. Hold on, let me zip through. What's that? Okay, hold on.
He turns into what I can only describe as feral.
Oh, she likes that word, huh? Feral.
So much. So hold on, let me get that little clip.
Yes, the cat had passed by this point. Absolutely. She only had the cat from February till November, unless she wants to come prove otherwise. Why isn't it going? Oh, she's getting the tab.
Okay, here she is working on her.
Is this the video that she shows where somebody said that they recognize her crunchy carpet and then she never showed any videos or pictures of BBJ again? I remember this. She said she was going feral for it and she's kind of just lightly sniffing it. Uh-huh. Okay. Yeah, that looks like the same carpet, the same crunchy ass carpet. Hold on, where's the other video? All right. There's crunchy carpet. And there's crunchy carpet. God, that carpet. I can smell that carpet through the screen. I swear I can. FFG embellished and exaggerated and lied. I don't believe her about anything, including if the nails were embedded. Did I miss what the vet report said on the pause? The vet report did say that there were some embedded nails. So she didn't lie about that.
Little poof, like the feral kitty that she is.
Oh, feral is Big Gigi and the farm's favorite word too. Interesting, Miss Ann. Thank you for that. As far as like the cat's size and grooming, she looks exactly like she did when she was with Chantel. I'm sorry, but what's the deal with the condition of the carpet up there? I have to know. Miss Ann says that carpet is moving. God almighty, I'd put a damn rug down. You couldn't afford an area rug to throw down, Frenchie? Not even after all the money you raked in? You couldn't put a freaking rug down? That carpet is disgusting. Yeah, she definitely wasn't brushing her. Pat Ray says, if only Frenchie hadn't stopped just saying from getting a mobile vet to BBJ, the baby's nails could have been fixed and pain relieved way earlier than this. FFG is cruel to animals, full stop, in my opinion. Thank you, Pat Ray, for sharing your opinion. I think we all share it.
What? She just licked her little chop. She's so happy with her little poofs.
Have I ever wondered what she's doing with all that money? No, I don't wonder because I've seen it. She literally wears it on her head. She's eating it and smoking it.
Oh, it's so cute.
Just like all of the cows. You can't tell me she was stressed to the point she didn't want to eat that.
Cute to see. It's so cute to see from the cat that was so freaking skinny, barely wanted ever to like have anything to do with food, just was like not interested, to be so fucking into something food.
Exactly, Sassy Cat. And she knew good and well that cat was dead by that point.
Wise now. Like she's becoming of a fatty at heart. You know what I mean? Enjoying her little poofs and ready to fight you for the poofs. And just, oh my God, the way she goes feral for these fucking, if the poof is like on the couch and falls off the couch, she like jumps down like she's pouncing on the poof. You can't get in her way with those poofs. Adorable. So yeah, that's just a little video of her being the adorable little queen that she is. Long live BBJ. I've said it since a year ago tonight, and I'm going to keep saying it. I genuinely hope that cat outlives the heifer. And the way things are going, it's looking like she might. So
what? What did she just say?
BBJ, I've said it since a year ago tonight, and I'm going to keep saying it. I genuinely hope that cat outlives the heifer. And the way things are going, it's looking like she might. So inshallah. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. Okay, Before we get into the now deleted meltdown rage stream, let's, like I was saying, watch just a couple of minutes of her Beano Bees, the stream that she had done almost immediately after handing over BBJ to a new owner. She was so just like deliriously happy. I want to remind everybody of the vibe.
Select a name that matches the
Quit. I'm having technical difficulties. Hi, everybody. Messy, Desi, Tiffany, St. Jordy, Gemini. I forgot to unblock some people. Lisa. Hello, baby. Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling. Hello, my Kuwait husband. Basic. I don't know. I'm not going to tell you which bees are, but it is a viewer. Hi, Missy. Mary Poppins. Yalla. Let's go. I need Beano and mascara because look at me. I look like I don't know. Hi, Veronica.
Okay.
Ava.
Hold on real quick. We might have to come back to this because I can't stay on much longer. But these are the messages between quote unquote Amy Flowers and Chantal. And of course, now we know that these were between Frenchie and Chantal when they were communicating. Yeah, no, I did back it up. I replayed it. She said, "Long live BBJ." I thought I replayed it. I meant to, but anyway, hold on. Miss Ann says, "Sam, this is why she nuked her chat replays first a whole day before taking down videos because of cough, cough, YouTube's terms of service." Yeah, I agree. That's probably why. Okay, so I'm gonna go over these messages. Oh, Hater Tater had them on Twitter. Oh my God. It's so much. Okay, hold on. Ugh. Give me a second. Let me see if I can find a clearer copy. If not, it's fine. This is some seriously diabolical shit. One of the like, if not the first question that Chantal asked was, "Do you have dogs?" She did not want her cat in a household with dogs. Okay. I don't know if I can read it all from this, but we'll try. I know you guys are not going to be able to read it, so I'll do my best. Okay. So this is the Amy Flowers account. I think it's February 13th is the date. Says, "Hey girl, how have you been? I'm really sick and having a rough time. And I know how much you love your fur babies, and I am bedridden, and I could use a kitty like BBJ to snuggle with me. And I'd love to have Sam too. I have a big house and it would really help with my mental health. I'm not doing good at all, and I've been looking for a kitty to adopt, and I would send you pics and videos." Hold on. "I would send you pics and videos, and if anything happens and your plans change and you decide you want them back, I def help you. So this way I can have the cats while you're gone, and then you can always change your mind. But I take good care of them, and if you decide you want them back, you know that's an option. Please consider." Oh, I did not realize that that was part of their conversation. That Frenchie was telling Chantal, "Oh, if you give him to me and you change your mind, you can have them back. See, this way there's always the option you could have them back." Says you can always change your mind, but I take good care of them, and if you decide you want them back, then you know that's an option. Please consider. I think it would really help both you, the fur babies, and myself. Okay, fine. I'll put my glasses on. Not that that's going to help. Miss Ann says, actionable. Yeah, exactly. How can a bedridden sick person take care of a cat or 2 cats? Okay. Yeah, this is not helping. Hold on. Please consider. I think I think it would really help both you, the fur babies, and myself. I hope you're doing well and congratulations on getting married, by the way. Dot dot dot. I'm so happy you found love. You deserve nothing but the best. I think that was on Facebook. Okay, then here's another message says, I just saw your post about BBJ and I take good care of her. She can just snuggle with me and get lots and lots of love and attention and treats, of course. I understand you're trying to do the right thing for her, but I'm here and happy to help. I can literally hear this in FFG's voice. Like this was absolutely FFG writing these messages. When did FFG offer the non-disclosure? Was it before the letters from Amy Flowers? That I don't know. Goodbye, Kyle. We'll have to figure that out. And then okay, so then Chantel responds, "Hi there." And then FFG says, "Hi, how are you?" Chantel says, "BBJ is very old and I cannot promise she will." I think she means live long. And then Frenchie says, "Oh, I'm so sorry. She's so beautiful." Chantel says, "Thank you. She is." And then Frenchie says, "Well, I'm sorry you're going through this. I can't imagine how hard this is for you." And then Chantel says, "Thank you. It's difficult." And then FFG says, "I lost my fur baby almost a year ago and it still hurts my soul. He was so sweet." That's a tactic that FFG uses, even IRL. The trauma bonding thing that she likes to do. Um, Chantel says, "Oh, I'm so sorry for your loss." And Frenchie says, "Thank you. He was such a lover." Okay, so Frenchie comes back. It looks like the next day, maybe, and says, "Oh no, I accidentally deleted my message. LOL. I'm getting old. LOL. My sister will come get BBJ for me if you still have her. She can rest and relax with me. I'm bedridden, so my sister will come." I wonder who it was who Frenchie initially was gonna have go to Chantel's house and get BBJ. Because initially it sounds like it was a female she was gonna send. My sister will come. Ain't that something? I'm sorry, that would have been a red flag for me right there. I'd have been like, yeah, and why give someone who's bedridden a cat? That makes no sense. Who's fashion show friend? FFG didn't have a friend with her at the fashion show. Who's Julian? Did FFG take a friend with her to the fashion show? Oh, she did? Did she show her? Because I just recently watched the fashion show thing and I did not see her friend. Lori Julian. Was it Julian the Butcher? Did she show the friend on camera? She didn't show her. Okay. Oh, it was the person who filmed? A skinny girl? I was gonna say, I watched it and I didn't see that she had a friend there. Look, you guys know better than I do. I didn't follow very closely, especially back then. She called her skinny friend. Okay. Like I said, I never watched Frenchie. How would I know? Chantel saw her. That's what Barry says. FFG has a friend. Yeah, her brother said she didn't have any friends. I can't imagine her having a friend or a lumberjack. Maybe that's why she decided not to have the female friend go to the house to get her, because maybe Chantel would recognize her. She didn't show her, but Chantel did mention her. I bet that's why she ended up not having the girl go, because she was afraid Chantel would recognize her. Bedridden doesn't necessarily mean you can't get out of bed. Oh, you got a point there. Fauntleroy, thank you so much for the super chat. The only way this could get worse is if the ultimate reveal is that FFG was going to give BBJ back to Chantel, but the poor thing died first. Oh my God. Okay, let's read the rest of this message. Oh, Car Princess says the friend may have said no. That's true. The friend might have said, I don't want to go to jail. Yamano Sami said, I think FFG ate her. The way FFG used her friend's appearance to dunk on Chantel was so gross. Same thing she did with her brother. FFG, work on yourself if you want to flex looks. That was a banger, Pat Ray. Thank you for that. Okay, so I just want to read the rest of this. She said, my sister will come. Are you nervous about going back to Kuwait? I'm a worrier, LOL. I don't want you to go back. Hold on. And she says, Salah's friends are out to get you. I feel like, just my opinion. You guys should meet somewhere else, like Amsterdam, somewhere fun. You can smoke and relax together. I know it's the only thing that works for my anxiety. For my anxiety attacks, and is better for you than the meds. I wish he was coming there. I don't want you to go back. Please just don't go back to Kuwait. If you do, I'll still be here for you. I'm just a worrier, LOL. My friends call me Mama because of how I worry about them. Hey, Cold Blue. That blows my mind. In this message, she's saying, my friends call me Mama because of how much I worry about them. Doesn't Frenchie refer to herself as mother? Doesn't she? Mother, mama. Yeah. She does. Wasn't FFG IRL friends with a few chatters like Hijab Cheese? Yeah. Mama Fry, mother. Mommy's tired. Yes. Like this whole last part of this message, I don't know why she even bothered saying all of this. Like this was just a bunch of fucking word salad, but I'm glad she did, because this is very telling. My friends call me Mama. And look at the way she spelled it too. M-A-M-A. Mama Fry. Because of how I worry about them. LMAO. But I wish he was coming there instead of you going there. But maybe someday soon, right? Well, I'm going to call my sister and let me know if she can come get them. Or get her. Okay, her. Hold on. Okay, here we go. Hey, beautiful. My sister's husband is going to be out running errands and getting me some stuff I need, and said he'd be happy to come by and get BBJ for me. I'm so grateful for my family. They'll do anything to help keep me comfortable. Let me know, because I'd love to have a sweet baby like her to hang out with. Oh, my brother said he'll go get her for me anytime. So this goes from my friend. Or no, that goes from my sister's husband to my brother. Did you guys see how that switched? Oh, my brother said he'll go get her for me anytime. He doesn't mind. He's really, really sweet and caring, and is a big supporter for me too. And it's a nice big house with nobody to bother or harass her, and all the treats her heart desires. Sorry, I'm just so excited. I'm just really hoping I can get her. And then she says, and you don't need to even bother taking her to the vet. My sister will take care of all of that. I know it's hard enough and you're getting ready to leave again. We don't mind taking care of that. Because I don't have the energy for a kitten or a young cat. BBJ is perfect for my situation. I hope you get this message soon, because we'll come get her tonight or as soon as we can. And I'm excited for you and your new adventure. And it looks like this is maybe the next day. Hey, beauty, how's your day going? I'm just about to get ready to watch your last live. I'm really sick and I was out cold, so I got to catch up. LOL. I would like to ask you a question about being, I don't know. Oh, look, I think it was about being Muslim, blah, blah, blah. Or can you dress like normal or just be modest? Because I can't wear anything that touches my throat or neck. And where I live, it gets really hot in the summer. And like, I don't know how you do it, but is it a requirement? I bet you get excited to see your hubby again. Well, I hope you're doing great. And if you want, I can still take BBJ. My sister or her husband will come and get her. I'm one of those people who loves animals more than humans. LOL. It's been a long day for me. I'm so ready to kick back and relax. I've been watching you for years, and I am and was raised Christian, and I know it's the same God. I'm just curious. I really like a lot of the morals and values. I think some of the rules just make sense. Can women drive, etc.? I find it to be a beautiful and I find it to be beautiful and interesting. Well, I hope you're doing good. I know how stressful moving is, especially when you're moving as something. Okay. And then she says, because nobody will be able to find her. I'm not a public figure of any kind, and I never want to be. I have social anxiety with it. It's the worst pain ever. Like giving birth, and I had a massive C-section, and it wasn't half as painful as what I'm going through right now. Oh my God, Frenchie. Um, I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy. Talk about fucking overkill. Yeah, all the red flags. She is certifiably crazy, isn't she? Certifiable nutter. Okay. And then she says, well, I just wanted to let you know that the offer for BBJ still stands. Please just think about it. And then she sends a kissing emoji. Now Chantel finally responds after all that. She says, hi, where are you located? Do you have pictures of your home, etc. you can share? And Frenchie answers and says, hi, I will take some pictures for you. It's really nice. I'm going to get some plasma infusions and it doesn't take long and I'll send you pics and etc. Heart emoji. Chantel says, okay, sounds good. Then Frenchie says, hey, beauty, I had my sister send me some pics. LOL. I'm just sitting here waiting for the jumbo bag of blood plasma and thank the Lord that it's yellow because just the sight of blood makes me very woozy. Oh, I've heard Frenchie use the word woozy before and pass out. LOL. I swear I'm a nut. LOL, here's some pics and I can take more when I get home. She sent me the pic she's got on her phone, I guess. There's 3. Does Hater Tater end up publishing those pictures? Hold on a second. Let me go over here. Okay, so you can see part of that, I guess. I wonder whose kitchen this is. What do you guys think? Whose house do you think this really is? You think it's Frenchie's? I don't think so. That is not FFG's kitchen. Okay. Just curious. Okay, so then Chantel says, thanks. Do you have dogs? And what city do you live in? Are you okay with BBJ being needy attention-wise? She is very elderly. Okay. And then Frenchie says, no other pets. And she says she lives in Drummondville. Drummondville. Where the hell is Drummondville? And oh, yes, a young cat would be too much for me, but BBJ can cuddle with me. Okay, then Chantel says, so you know she is end of life. Like she may only have a year, if that. Oh my God. And then come to find out she did not even live a year longer. Oh, reverse image search on Google, that picture, you think? It's outside Ottawa? Okay. Did anyone reverse photo search that kitchen? Not that I know of, and I'm not sure that I could do it from that blurry ass picture. We could try though. I've never been real good at that. Okay. So one of the first things Chantal asked her about is if you have dogs. And FFG answered that question dishonestly, took the cat anyway, and put her into a home with dogs. Wow. Goodbye, Kyle says it's probably the last place she was evicted from. Okay, so she says, she may only have a year, if that. I'm not sure, maybe 2, who knows. If you see signs of her declining, will you take her to the vet? Drummondville is not too far. I want someone close in Canada, so that's good. She just lays in bed all day as well. If I rehome her to you, do you want me to drop her off? And then Frenchie answers, says, oh my gosh, of course, I'll take her to the vet. I won't let her suffer. Oh my God. Then she says, okay, when would you want to take her? Frenchie says, my brother-in-law will be in Ottawa tomorrow and every day this week. He's a total sweetheart and is very good with animals, and he'll bring her to me, and I'm going to make a vet appointment tomorrow, and I'll confirm. I'll confirm the vet appointment date, and he can come tomorrow. Okay. And Chantel says, oh, you want to bring her to the vet? Because I was going to bring her, but if you prefer to bring her to your vet, that's okay. And then Chantel says he can come get her tomorrow if he wants. And Frenchie says, okay, perfect. Oh, perfect. Okay, tomorrow afternoon, and I'll take her cat tree. Oh my God. She says, okay, perfect. Okay, tomorrow afternoon, and I'll take her cat tree to help her adjust easier. Frenchie, you are a sick fuck. You asked her for the cat tree to help the cat adjust easier. And then you literally admitted that you went to the nearest dumpster and threw all of that shit away. What the fuck is wrong with you? And this shit has been out. I've never read it before because quite honestly, I didn't fucking care. Right? I only have so much space in my tiny little brain. I didn't have any space for this shit. I didn't follow it. She said, I'll take her cat tree to help her adjust easier. Chantel said, okay, perfect. I'll get her ready. She said, I had a vet appointment with her at 2:30. So do you want me to cancel it or take her? Or actually, she doesn't use the cat tree, and I did promise it to somebody already, but I have her cat hut and litter box. Oh my God. And Frenchie says, yeah, I'll take her. Chantel said she needs so much love at this age. Thank you for offering to care for her in her old age. I won't tell people it's you who has her, but if you want to show her publicly, no problem. And then Frenchie says, okay, good, just to help her to adjust. She says again, just to help her to adjust. So she says, I promised the cat tree to somebody else, but I have her, what'd she call it? Her cat hut. What the fuck is a cat hut? Anyway, she offered the cat hut. And again, Frenchie said, okay, good, just to help her adjust. She said, yes, I hope your transfusion went well. Chantel said that. And then Frenchie said, okay, I'll keep on the low, but I'll be sending you pics. I'll be sending you pics though. Thank you. It did about the transfusion. I always feel better after them, she says. The little pineapple house, that's what I thought. Or Bertha Boyle says it was her carrier. Anyway, about it, she Frenchie said again, okay, good, just to help her adjust. Oh my God. Okay, so she says, I'll send you pics. And then Chantel says, yes, send update pics. No problem. And then Frenchie says, yes, of course. And you can contact me anytime you want to. And then Chantel says, same, but I'll be in Kuwait, so I won't be able to do much. Hee hee. But I trust you'll take great care of her. And then Frenchie says, I will. Don't worry. I'm really excited to have a little buddy to hang with. Chantel says, aw, she's so affectionate, but she cries loudly sometimes because she may be going deaf. Poor girl. Ooh, so she cries a lot, huh? So an elderly cat who cries a lot, and Frenchie took that cat into her home, and in less in like in 8 months, she was dead. The cat was dead. Yes, Life of a Trucker's Wife, to hang with. I've heard FFG say that also. Yep. Okay. Frenchie says she's going to be so loved and spoiled the rest of her life. Those are Frenchie's exact words. She has said that over and over since then. She was so loved and spoiled the rest of her life. This is definitely Frenchie, as if we didn't already know. Of course we did. Chantel says, I'm so happy. Really helps. Thanks. Gives her phone number. And she says, so you can text. And Frenchie says, good. Me too. No problem. I'm so happy. Hold on. Oh my God. The rest of it, I'm just seeing if there's anything worth bothering to read out loud. Listen to what Frenchie says. I bet it's hard to do, but you must, meaning parting with the cat. I'm sure it's hard to do, but you must live your life. BBJ is 20. I think you did a pretty damn good job. That's sick. And friend Chantel says, oh, thank you. Yeah, I've had her since 2004. Long time, and she adjusts well to loving people. And Frenchie says, oh, good. She's going to be my cuddle buddy. And then Chantel just tells her that she was going to get her nails done at the vet. Okay, so then Frenchie messages her that day that she picked her up and says, hi, my brother-in-law will be there in about 15 minutes or so. Is that okay? Sorry, I didn't message you earlier. I was really sick. Chantel says, oh no, I'm so sorry. I was worried, LOL. Yeah, that's fine. I'll have her ready. She says, so you need her litter box and all? And Frenchie answers, sure. Oh my gosh, thank you. I need all the prayers I can get. Anyway. Okay, real quick, let's go back over to Chris's Twitter. Just to catch up on those things. Okay, because he did tweet more since we've been live. But he hasn't tweeted in an hour. So 2 hours ago, Chris says, just had a pretty long conversation with the police. Someone went to them claiming that I'm extorting them. They made it very clear that if a person is contacting someone while requesting money in exchange for withholding something, they can be charged with extortion. Low and dirty. Then she says, Chris says, I also let the police know a bit of what's going on online. Not that they give a fuck, LOL. While they laughed and said, it's 2025, eh? I think it just shows the MO. Any means to try to silence people, and when you can't buy them, some people will become irrational and nonsensical. And then Chris says, JFC, your echo chamber has made you delusional to the point that you think you can control and manipulate the police. Actually pretty lucky that they care more about jaywalking than online banter. Imagine if they dived into your YouTube and Twitter. Yikes. Wow. And then the most recent tweet, he says, and another thing, I could easily go to the police station and let them know that you are attempting to make a false claim as means of intimidation in order to silence me. They won't give a fuck, so I won't waste my time, but at least it's true and there's proof. Oh my God, this is going to get messier and messier by the day. What do you guys think is going to happen? Fauntleroy says, I don't give two shits about this Chris character, but FFG needs much, much, much more comma than just what she's faced so far. I agree. I agree with that 100%. Imagine giving your elderly cat to someone very sick. I hate them both. I know that did not make any sense. Freya says, I don't know why people are writing so hard for Chris. Freya said Joanna probably called the cops. FFG's moldy cum fupa. Gross. Thank you so much for gifting one Samantha Jean membership. Louis VIII Pizza. Congratulations on your gifted membership. A word from our sponsor.
Your determination is the key to unlocking your full potential.
Hey, that's a pretty cool message. I'm going to pull my camera down just a little bit so y'all can see my shirt better. Merry Christmas. This is available on the merch store. Look how cute that is. Thank you so much for the gifted membership. I appreciate you. Pickle and me are old friends. I'm going to hit it again.
Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts.
I feel like that message was directed at Frenchie. Don't you? I wish I could replay it. Imagine being so guilty but such a coward you hide while your cult and the farms do your filthy, nasty, dirty work. Good point, Miss Ann. That was a banger. Thank you for that. Who knows if there's between FFG and Chantel fake anything possible. Very true. Pause on Crisco Windows. Thank you so much for joining memberships. Forever a basic Betty you shall be. Appreciate you. Oh, you know what? Let's have another word from the pickle.
When life gets sour, you're still a big deal.
You hear that, Frenchie? When life gets sour, you're still a big deal. No, you're not.
Your journey is a testament to your strength and resilience. Keep going.
Keep going, Frenchie. That's right. Keep going. If there's collusion between FFG and Chantel, Chris would probably expose that. Probably. I don't know. I'm glad to see, though, that Chris is not being deterred by his visit from the Canadian Mounties. Langley, thank you so much for gifting 20 Samantha Jean memberships. Holy shit. Let me get my pickle ready. Unicorn Farts, Shoe Gal, El Natural, C. Kincaid, Darkest Coven, Tweet T-Bird, Amber R., Carrie So Very, Ophelia Own, Monica Baja. Why does that name sticking out to me? Simona AB and Jiggly Jules, Saved Girl, L Flowers, Cozy J, Troll Ballerina, Poison something or other, Sailor Vesta, FW1129, Classy Kitty. Welcome all new members.
Be a sweet gherkin in a world of sour lemons.
I like that. Be a sweet gherkin in a world of sour lemons. I love that so much. The holding of the pickle. Langley, thank you so much for gifting 20 Samantha Jean memberships. P Day says, how long until Chris drops the voice messages or videos or whatever it is? Frenchie, you're a rat. I don't know. I don't know what Chris is holding out for as far as like the audio and video that he says that we are all eagerly awaiting. I have no idea. What are you waiting for, Chris? I don't know. I mean, surely at this point, there's nothing that Chris can say or do that will encourage Frenchie to start forking over the money, right? It's not like she's going to start paying his rent again. So I don't know. I don't know what he's waiting for. Oh, it looked like I was about to take a bite. I don't know, but I feel like it's going to be big. I feel like whatever those voice and audio clips are, voice and audio, I guess it's the same thing. I meant audio and video clips are, it's gotta be like just really bad. Tweety says he's waiting to make Frenchie sweat. I think that's part of it. Yeah. Imagine calling the cops on him. I cannot believe she called cops. I love it. Right? Bingo. What is it? Bingoing Batty. Chinzilla called the Popo. That's not very mafia of her. That's what we said. He has many receipts. Even if it's just FFG yelling at and being mean to the cat, no physical abuse, it's gonna make her look awful. Do you think that's what it is? Do you think there's like proof that she treated that cat horribly? I bet. I bet that's what it is. And don't forget, don't fuck with cats, right? Thank you so much, Miss Ann, for posting the merch link. Oh my God. All right, guys, listen, I've been here for 2 hours. My throat's really starting to hurt, so I'm gonna call it here. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all the gifted memberships, the super chats, the support of my channel, and the merch orders. I appreciate y'all. And yeah, I look forward to watching how this unfolds. I cannot wait to see what comes out in the days and weeks to come. Chris, give us more, please. You know the police aren't going to do shit. Don't let her intimidate you. Hey, Camby, I see you, girl. All right, guys, thanks for being here. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye.